Hello there, everyone. It is me, Justin, your EagleSkipper, here with episode 16 of Journey to the Top here with Middlesbrough FC. And we're playing with Middlesbrough their first game of European football since they lost in the FA Cup in 2006. It's been a long 19 years, but we're finally back. We're in the Conference League, but this is just our first chance since 2006, so we're going to try to do our best. We're playing HNK Rijeka from Croatia. This is their team. No league history to speak of because they don't have Croatia loaded, but this is their key player, a goalkeeper. Looks like he looked pretty good. He's unambitious, but our scouts think he's got quite a bit of potential to be better than Muez Hassan or Johan Perez. So yeah, it's not going to be too easy of a game. But if we just look at the schedule since last time out, you saw us beat Burnley 5-2 in the opening day. We then went and squashed Chelsea at home at the Riverside Stadium with goals from new boys Budiev and Otasowie and old wonder kids Wilf Bolton and Darren Dreyer. I say old wonder kids just because they're homegrown. That's the only reason. But yeah, so now we're going to be going into our first leg against Rijeka. Let's just go through these tactical meetings and just look at the team that we're going to be facing. We're going to have a lot of rotation for this first game just because we want to give people some chances to start just early in the season. Just start out with rotation, right? So to do that, we're going to be putting Hassan in goal, a back four of Lowe, Di Benedetto, Pau, and Mensah. Ahead of them, we're going to have Ben Pearson and Jakub Petrowski? Yes, there we go. Pearson and Petrowski in midfield. McCann ahead of them. Dreyer, Marola, and Budiev in attack. Let's go ahead and submit this game. And yeah, let's get into the match. Let's see. Middlesbrough's first game in Europe in a long time. Going to be at home, so we should be able to win this without any problem at all. Tell everybody I have faith. And yeah, I'm always confident. Natural choice. Let's get into the match. We're in our red uniforms in this sparsely attended game at Riverside Stadium. But we finally got the more things on the side to look at as Di Benedetto wins us a penalty in the opening minutes. Sid Ali Budiev is going to step up to take it, and he takes his time he doesn't take his time, the ref takes his time. Budiev steps up, puts it in the bottom left corner. First goal of the season, or third goal of the season for Budiev. Has scored one goal in every game that he has played for the club. So wonderful start for our new Algerian wonder kid. Fantastic little strike. But as I was saying before, we were so rudely interrupted with a goal. I was finally able to get more stuff on the screen. So yeah, we don't need the match stats. We've already got that over here. Let's take a look at the Rijeka formation. Latest scores is fine. Yeah, latest scores is fine. As we see, Rijeka getting a highlight. Di Benedetto sniffs it out, gets it up, finds Dreyer, who gives it back to Lowe, who plays it over to Dreyer, who looks like he's going to try to cut back to the outside, maybe put in a cross. No, but he gets it back to Lowe, who is going to put in a cross, wanting McCann, finds McCann. McCann can't find the net, and that highlight peters off into obscurity. But yeah, this is a pretty good start to the game. We've only had 41% of possession, and we've had 3 shots. That just shows how much better we are than our competition at this point. But, we can't afford to let up, because you let up, you let them back in the game, you lose morale, you play your team having a lot of backups and low morale. That just spells disaster. But as I say that, Lowe has the ball, is looking to put in a long throw. Gets it up, wants to find Dreyer. Dreyer's able to get there before the keeper. Darren Dreyer, 5th goal of the season for him. European wonder or golden boy, that's the word. Showing his class right there. Able to get his head where the keeper couldn't get his hands. Nice throw in from low. And yeah, the keeper really expects to do a little bit better in that position. But we're not going to complain 1 ounce because, I mean, that's a good result for us. And yeah, well, even though Hassan is getting the start here, he's going to be kind of disappointed because, I mean, he's just been standing there for 40 minutes, not really having to touch the ball. There he goes. Almost had to touch the ball. The ball came towards him, but still, we're going to have to worry about him looking complacent in this one. And really, complacency is going to be our biggest adversary in both legs of this competition because, I mean, we started ourselves off pretty well, but we got to continue to apply the pressure. Tell them there's room for improvement. Tell them there's much more to come. Tell them there's much more to come, and tell them there's much more to come. There's much more to come from everybody. Marola is looking complacent, which is not good. I'm going to shout at him to focus, hoping that gets him to focus a little bit. It made his face turn purple for a moment. Marola is not playing particularly well, so we'll look to... Stain, we could probably look to take him off, but I mean, really, we should probably move him up to where Boudieff is. Maybe get Boudieff out on the wing. We'll look to take him off before too long. Maybe give Marola a chance to play in striker. Show why he should be the striker for our team. But, yeah, he's not really doing that. I mean, nobody's really doing that, to be fair. Let's go ahead and hit the pause button if my mouse doesn't go off the screen. And we'll bring on somebody in for Petrowski. Maybe Svanberg. Yeah, let's bring Svanberg on for Petrowski. Anybody else that we're going to take off? We should take off Darren Dreyer. He's played really well, but we want him to play really well in the future as well. And does that leave us anybody who can come on for Marola? I mean, Munoz can come in if Marola doesn't pick up his play, which, I mean, we'll give him another 10 minutes or so to at least not look complacent. As they get a throw in from really far, Boudieff misses the interception, and Reka is on the attack. They're passing it around pretty well. We're not closing down nearly as well as I would expect of us, as Lowe just backs off for Svanberg to close down himself, and ball gets in over the top. Hassan has to do something, and he doesn't. Rijeka get a away goal. Are away goals in this competition? I don't really know. What I do know is that they have a goal back on us, so we're going to shout to the whole team to focus, because there's starting to look like a few people looking a bit complacent. Marola has focused a bit after that, which is good to see. I think I'm going to bring off Di Benedetto. He's playing well, but he just plays a lot of games, and it'd just be good to protect him from injury. I mean, really, Marola needs to come off, but we want to protect our newest wonder kid. Well, not our newest, our second newest wonder kid from injury or ill health or random flying saucers, you know, normal things you see at a football match. As Lowe puts in another long throw, this time looking for Bolton, who has like 19 jumping, and he shows every inch of it there to get it in the back of the net as he ice skates across the field in reverse. Good stuff from Wilf Bolton. Nice throw in from Lowe. Finds him in the area. Nobody can beat him from there. Nobody even tried. The keeper didn't even put his hands up. He just kind of stared at him menacingly. But Bolton had the composure to put it away. And now he's going to try to find Otasui. Finds Otasui, and Owen Otasui scores himself. The American defender does well. And we're starting to come alive with our subs, which is always something good to see, because usually they come on and they're really complacent, but jumpy game as Otasui scores that. We got 7 minutes left in full time, and we'll just hope to see out the rest of this match. We can close up shop. Come on, boys. Just kick the ball around. A lot of people looking tired. Budiev puts in a pass, wants to find Pal. He didn't mean it. In bizarre fashion, Budiev scores. He was looking for Pal. Everybody was looking for him to give it to Pal, but the keeper just bounced right next to the keeper and went in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he didn't mean it, but he's on a 7.9 now for that. My word. Well, that's how that game ends. As I almost spilled my coffee all over the computer, which would be really bad. We'll go into the dressing room and tell him it was a good win. Got some inspiration all around. Johan looked a bit put off by that, but I'm not going to complain too much. Oh, goodness, no. No, I need to send him home. Need to send them home on a rest. As, yeah, our Algeria boss is checking out his wonder kid, which he never did for Mador. I think he just kind of assumed Mador was going to be in the team. So, yeah, we'll just rest these boys for a little bit, and I'll come back after we play this Fulham game for the second leg. And we're back for the second leg of the Europa Conference League. Europa Conference League Path 4th qualifying round second leg. That's a mouthful against Rijeka, who we beat 5-1 earlier. I mean, you just saw the 5-1 victory, but we just beat Fulham 2-1. A couple people getting on the goal charts, Wilf Bolton and Budiev. I mean, we just did a little bit of rotation for this team, for this side, just so that we can do a little bit of better man management, get some people some playing time. And here's the team that's going to be facing them in the second leg. We're going to be sticking with Hassan in goal. He's going to be our cup keeper this year. We're going to have Lowe out on the left. Di Benedetto and Pau partnering in defense again. We're bringing in Jed Spence just to give him some playtime. He hasn't played yet this year. Petrowski and Pearson and McCann all link up in midfield once again. Kavanagh is coming in off of injury, going to be playing on the left for Wilf Bolton. Darren Dreyer's coming in, and we're moving Davide Marola up top just to give Budiev a little bit of rest. So yeah, let's submit this team and get into this second leg. How many times do I have to click submit, submit? Get into the game. And we'll go into the dressing room. Tell them the first leg means nothing, but that I have faith. Yeah, Kavanagh looked demotivated, but now he's like, oh, wait, there really shouldn't be any demotivation. Yeah. I don't know what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. Train left the station without me, but we're getting into this match against Rijeka. Yeah, in Croatia for our first international trip and a competitive match for a long time. And first of the game, of the save in 19 years from Middlesbrough. All that good stuff. It's a throw in that looks like Marola was going to close it down, but he doesn't. But Dreyer is able to intercept that pass. Looks like he's going to want to get past this defender. Can't quite get past there, and decides to go back out to the wing rather than chasing down the loose ball, which is rather disappointing. But Pearson is able to get a perfectly timed tackle, and Spence is charging forward. Dreyer's looking a little bit complacent there, as Spence is getting far forward, gets it back to Dreyer, who's going to want to put it across himself. Once Kavanagh, who has been called up to the full Republic of Ireland team for this next international break, so that's good for him, but he's not able to put it away. So, yeah. And as we get a couple blocks and a couple kind bounces from the post, we are able to keep the ball out of the net. And then that is just a mishit shot from the Rijeka player. But we're not playing as well as I want us to, so I'm going to drop a little bit of encouragement on the team, tell them that I believe they can do it, and that has frustrated everybody. Okay, guys, you can't do it. How about that? Is that better? And be told you're playing poorly. Okay, Dryer's picked up a slight knock, pulled hamstring. Yes, we're going to let him take this corner, and then we're going to be taking him off. We don't want to mess with any hamstring injuries for our golden boy here. Dryer, sorry, you got to come off. Booty, are you looking complacent? Oh, that's pathetic. That's okay. I'm going to shout at you specifically, tell you to focus. Is Lowe looking complacent as well? My goodness, boys. We may be up 5-1 on aggregate, but we're only tied 0-0 on the night. You gotta play better. You gotta play better. Jed Spence understands because he knows that his place in the team is really under threat with all these new right backs coming in. But yeah, the Rijeka player hit the post once again. Budiev is uninterested after the feedback. Well, dude, I'm gonna take you off then. Take you off the field. If you're not gonna play well, you're not going to play. Hassan looked complacent there for a moment. Petrovsky's looking... It's like whack-a-mole. Ha! Caught you. Caught you in your complacency. Caught you in your complacency. We'll fire up the team. Come on, boys. Get fired up. And Di Benedetto is uninterested or pressured, and everyone else is frustrated. Am I missing something? Do you guys think you're playing well? You're not. You haven't scored yet. Dressing room. Not happy with your performance. Get out there. Make a difference. As we do see a highlight here, not for us. It started with us having the ball, but gets intercepted as they're charging forward. Come on, boys. Somebody put in a tackle. Get the ball. Get the ball. Go on. Go on. Go get it. I have to be careful, otherwise my dog's going to start coming over here with their tail wagging and trying to bark. And that's not going to be good. But we need our guys to get a hold of the ball. They're looking very complacent. This is very concerning. So we are top of the Premier League, but, I mean, that means nothing if we don't end there. Which, I mean, honestly, we're not going to finish top of the Premier League. But we've had a fantastic start to the season. I just don't want it to come crashing down so soon. Yeah, you can man mark that guy. Who are we going to bring off for this one? We got 2 more substitutions that can happen. Kavanaugh really needs to come off. We'll bring on Wilf Bolton. He's done well. I mean, he looks complacent already. But we're gonna trust you, Wilf. We're going to trust you. McCann also playing rather poorly, but he's not going to get any league time, so we don't need to rest him. And he's not actively hurting the team at this point. Di Benedetto gets it to Petrovsky, who threads through a pass to Bolton. Nice little find from Petrovsky, Bolton is struggling to hold on to the ball, but is able to get it out to Petrovsky, who gives it back to Lowe. They're playing a little game by themselves. McCann does give the ball away, but our defenders are alive to it, and Pearson decides to face the correct direction. McCann does find a Middlesbrough player this time, but Spence isn't able to see the 2 6-foot-tall guys standing right in front of him. Just wonder if his vision is 0. Get you some glasses, buddy. As we are able to keep hold of possession, the ball gets out to Budiev, who puts it into David Marola, who hits the crossbar and it bounces free. Oh no, that was our chance. That was a chance, and it got squandered. Who else do we have that can come on? As I see a highlight going on, I'm just going to pretend that it's not happening, and yeah, pretend that it's not happening. Maybe bring on somebody in midfield, though I don't know who we would take off in midfield. Ooh, that was rough. That was rough. Who's not looking complacent? McCrory and Munoz. All right, Petrovsky, you're going to come off for McCrory. And that's our change. That is our third and final substitution as we see Rijeka take a corner. Di Benedetto gets it out. McCann heads it forward. Marola wants to bring it down. Puts out a really long dribble. Gets tackled, but Budiev does have a hold of it. Gives it out to Wilf Bolton, who has a angle, but the keeper was pretending to give him the angle. Ooh, the little sneaky sneak. As Rijeka is coming forward, and looks like they're through on goal. And we are losing on the night. And while this is obviously a great disappointment, I'm going to... Didn't I already tell you to mark that guy? My goodness. I'm going to shout at them. Demand more? Did you do no pressure or demand more? I don't know which one you did, but either way, they're not responding, so it's probably the no pressure, which is not what I wanted to get across to them. So let's I'm not going to berate them, because that never works, except if you're down 12-0, and it's a team that you should be beating. But I'm just going to keep clicking until it lets us demand more. Thought it did there, but I was mistaken. Can we demand more? Can we demand more? Come on. Need to demand more of the team before the final whistle. Need them to understand that this is not okay. Really? Really? Can I not shout? Have I lost my lungs? I've lost my lungs. I can't shout anymore. Okay, well, we lost that game. I'm not going to tell them that that we're training tomorrow, but I am going to tell them that I am not happy that we lost the second leg. Well, poo-poo on you, Max Lowe. Poo-poo on you. Well, let's hope Dreyer isn't injured too poorly. Pulled hamstring for 2 to 4 weeks. We're just going to send him to the physio. That's kind of disappointing. But yeah, let's take a look at the transfers, because there was one guy that we are trying to bring in. This guy, Yao Sousa, a left-footed, promising fullback, or left back. He's got a little bit more about him than our homegrown Slovenian man. But yeah, he just looks like, at the very least, we're only getting him for the compensation fee. So, I mean, it's not terrible. He'll be coming in January, most likely, because of the time he turns 18. But yeah, that's all we got for today. Let's click forward and let's take a look at the rules of this competition. We'll hit continue. We'll hit continue, see who we're going to play. Oh, we received several million for qualifying for the group stage. So it is the group stage. The 29th is when the draw is. Yep. So we'll see this draw. Should have rested our players. Let's just do that. Except for Dreyer, we'll let him not get a rest from his rest. And we'll try to see this group stage draw just so we can see who we're playing tomorrow, because that's we're gonna be watching our cup run for this cup. We did beat them 5-2 on aggregate, but we lost 1-0 on the night. As Sousa is able to get a work permit, he's coming in January 2nd, so fantastic stuff. Sousa's signing is confirmed. That's fine. We just want to see the draw, so let's see the draw for that match. They want McCann on loan. I'm not going to do that right now because, unfortunately, he is our only backup in the attacking midfield at the moment. But here we go. Group stages. Where are we seated? We should be seated somewhere. Second seed. We're the top second seed. So let's draw all the first teams and see who we want to be in a league with. Well, we don't want to be with Sevilla, and we don't want to be with Sevilla. So as long as we're not in Group E, we should be fine. If I had to pick, probably be either this Russian team or Red Star, maybe Aberdeen. But, I mean, really, we'll be fine. Shamrock goes in with Red Star. We are with Atalanta. Yeah. Let's see who else is going to be in our group. We're going to have Desna from Ukraine and H&K Gorica. I'll learn how to pronounce it. But yeah, so that's going to be our our next episode is going to be whoever we face first. So yes, fixture rearrangements, that's fine. So you got that guy, and that guy all scouted up. But let's take a look. When is our next game going to be? It is going to be this game against Gorica and Atalanta. So that will be tomorrow's episode. So if you enjoyed that, go ahead and leave a like, drop a comment if you want to name one of our youth intake players, or if you have any suggestions at all, and subscribe if you'd like to continue to join us on our journey to the top.